We have got a lot to discuss. Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to get subscribed to my channel. All right, it was a wild ride during this week's episode of The Real Housewives of New York City. We are gonna review season 12, episode 11 right now. Halloween has arrived in New York City. Tinsley says her goodbyes and so much more. So we open up this episode with Luann doing a open casting call for comedians for her newly revamped, Cabaret show. And it's called Mary F. Kill. Sonja is also joining Luann during this open casting call because Luann wants Sonja's input and also wants Sonja to be part of the show. So Luann all of a sudden thinks that she's a comedian, which she is the farthest thing from a comedian.
Next thing we know, whatever she eats for breakfast, she's gonna incorporate it into her comedy. Oh my God, did you see those blueberries? Okay, Lou, but she's not that funny.
Unless you consider Falling Into Bush's comedy, because that was hilarious. So Luann is expecting Sonja to do this cabaret show for free, I think. She didn't pay her the last time Sonja was in her show. And now Sonja's like, bitch, give me my coins. I want paid. We all know Sonja's struggling for money, so throw the girl a check. All right, throw the girl a check. Tinsley and Scott are back together. We're gonna jump into that later on in this review. Got a lot to talk about with that situation. So let's talk about the haunted house. There are two types of people at haunted houses, and I'm Tinsley.
Don't worry about him, he's not running his head, but it's okay, I'm one of the nice ones.
I just think people who remain calm during a haunted house situation, you cannot trust them at all. And of course, Dorinda would be the one planning this haunted house excursion. You know that bitch loves a theme party.
I'm the scarer. Oh my God! Scary! I don't like it! I don't like it!
Honestly, I am loving seeing these ladies get so scared. Ramona got so scared she dropped her phone and threw the gift.
I hate getting scared. I'm crying and laughing. Oh my God, they're scary.
Same, Ramona. Same.
Are you witches on your roof? I should have worn a diaper.
I should have worn a diaper. Now we go inside the haunted house. My anxiety, y'all, is through the roof. It's like I have osmosis anxiety. Is that how that is? Like I'm living vicariously. I have anxiety just from watching this. Like, oh my God, I really do not like haunted houses. So I will never say yes to a haunted house, ever. And Sonja holding Ramona by the hair. That is not gonna end well.
That's gross. Disgusting.
I'm not okay.
I'm not okay.
The creepy twins, do they look familiar?
Wait, are these cackling twins Sonja and Ramona?
I am dead. Same, Ramona. Same. I'm horrified. That whole haunted house situation.
Your eyelash!
I think I could go now, you know? I almost peed in my pants.
I'm shook. Like, take a Xanax, calm down. Me. During that whole freaking scene. Me. So now we go from one haunted house to a haunted house dinner, y'all. Like that dinner after the haunted house, oh God. So Tinsley breaks the news that her and Scott are back together. Shocker. I mean, I saw that coming from a mile away. Actually, no, I didn't. Yeah, I did. I don't like that the ladies are talking about Tinsley behind her back.
Maybe we should call Scott.
Well, do it quickly, because God knows it'll be over in about 5 minutes.
I know, I can't believe she... I'm going to say something from the side. I can't believe she posted about Scott. This is ridiculous. Dumb.
I just think it's rude, it's mean girl syndrome. Just say it to her face. The ladies are very, very bitter that they had to find out about Tinsley and Scott being back together via Instagram. So I guess cheers to you, Tinsley, for getting back together with Scott, following your heart, and going to chase your dreams and your love. So good for you. I'm happy for you. If you're happy, I'm happy. And she's moving to Chicago, and she's getting married. So good for you. Do you, boo? Who am I to judge? And Dorinda, you are so rude.
A turkey baster. Maybe you could have to try to have a baby.
What does that mean? He just looked like an evil, mean person.
Wow, that's great. You can finally check out of the hotel. And then Dorinda immediately diverts the conversation away from Tinsley and invites all the other ladies, minus Tinsley, to Bluestone Manor and takes the whole thing away from Tinsley. Like, this is Tinsley's moment, and Dorinda is taking this away from her. And all the ladies are blatantly ignoring Tinsley and not even paying attention to her at all. Like, I think this is like big news to share, and she's sharing. And isn't Dorinda all about sharing? She's sharing, Dorinda. Double standard much? So Luann is like, girls, are you even registering this? And Ramona's like, I'm ignoring it. And Dorinda says, I really don't want to talk about it. I just want it to disappear. Don't bring life to it. But it's like Dorinda last episode was putting Tinsley on blast for not being honest about being back together with Scott, and was basically like pressuring her, like, if you don't tell them, I'm gonna tell them. And then this episode, she's like, I don't even want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about it.
The reason my relationship is very important at some levels, but then when I'm happy, it's not important. And we don't want to talk about it.
Like, all season, Dorinda has been pushing Tinsley, like, be open, be honest, be open, be honest. What's going on with you and Scott? I want to know. Why are you so obsessed with me? Girl, you better know. Like, honestly, like, why are you obsessed? I can't. Like, let's just give Tinsley this one moment. Like, can we give her one moment? Is that too much to ask? I guess it is. So let's transition into Sonja by Sonja Morgan. That is right. We see Sonja meeting with the Century 21 team. They picked up her Sonja by Sonja Morgan collection. It will be available at their Herald Square store, and I think they're the flagship store. I'm not really sure where that's located, but both stores are in New York City. So Century 21 is like the luxury TJ Maxx. So I guess it makes sense. Sonja Morgan is all about like, oh, luxury for less. So it makes sense. But good for you. I'm really excited to see that Sonja by Sonja Morgan is finally growing its wings and flying away and flourishing, and you know, she deserves it. I think she does. Now we move into Ramona wrangling up Sonja and Dorinda to go meet with a party planner. I'm inviting 60 girlfriends. 60 girlfriends, you're not invited. 60 girlfriends. Yeah, that party is what we're planning. And she's eating lunch meat in the back of the car. Same girl, same. But little do these ladies know that where they're going is over an hour away in a warehouse and takes up their entire afternoon. Dorinda is bitter. And once they get there, what's with all the candies and cookie spread? Like, what is happening there? Am I the only one that found that a little bizarre? No? Just me? Okay. And then Ramona's doing this because she's kissing up from what she did last year when she threw a birthday party and didn't invite any of the other ladies. Yeah, she's doing it to kiss ass and make up. That's what Ramona does best, kiss ass. And remember, she blamed that whole thing on someone else planning the party and not adding them to the list. Watch this flashback.
To find birthday lunch, I wanted to add Sonja if there's space. No. Okay. No? Okay, I'm not going to ask, right?
60 girlfriends, you're not invited. 60 girlfriends.
How many times does she have to say 60 girlfriends? We get it. 60 girlfriends.
I know Ramona is a great friend and she has so many girlfriends, but if she says one more time she has 60 girlfriends, I'm gonna vomit.
And Dorinda suggested a joint birthday party for Dorinda, Ramona, and Sonja. We all know how that ended. And Ramona kept referring to this party as, "It's my coming out party." Very self-absorbed. Very self-absorbed. But she really needs to stop referring to this party as her coming out party. Like, is she gay? I didn't even have a coming out party, Ramona. And Ramona thinks that Dorinda and Sonja are jealous because they don't have 60 friends to invite. Stop saying 60 girlfriends. Stop it. No one cares.
It's always the Ramona show. For God's sakes, I barely celebrate Jesus Christ himself that much.
And to end the whole thing and to add insult to injury, she wasn't upfront with the ladies. She took them an hour away. They were wrangled into this mess. Now they have to do a promo photo shoot for this dude's business. Ramona, you need to be clear. We know why she wasn't clear. Because they would have said no. I would have said no. So Ramona and Luann felt horrible for what they did and how they treated Tinsley at the After Haunted House dinner. So they attempt to make up with her and invite her for drinks and tell her how happy they are for her, so proud of her. If they need anything, she's always here, door's always open. And I think that was very sweet, but they just shouldn't have been mean girls to begin with, and none of this would have had to happen. Just my thought. So this is it. Tinsley is exiting the show. The moment we've all been waiting for. So we find out Scott is building a closet for her and is converting one of his bedrooms into a glam room for her. So this is real, y'all. This is real. Tinsley is moving to Chicago. She's back together with Scott. They are gonna get engaged. They are going to get married. And she's packing up her life. And she is exiting the hotel room. And she's on her way to Chicago. She's officially handing in her apple and exiting and ending her reign as a Real Housewife of New York City. I'm just sad. I was finally starting to enjoy Tinsley, and I was really enjoying seeing her open up and being more exciting and not doing like a pity party and having a voice. It was nice, but I'm happy for her. She's finally gonna get her Disney wedding. The New York City it girl is leaving New York. With that being said, it's interesting to me to see what Bravo is gonna do once they come back from hiatus in 2 weeks. So, let's ask this. Do you think they will replace Tinsley? Comment below. Will they replace Tinsley with someone else? Yes or no? If they replace her, who do we think they are going to replace her with? I have a theory about this. My theory is that we've been seeing a lot of Elise so far, and she's begun to inject herself into a lot of these controversial moments. I think that Elise is going to get an apple. I think they've been testing her the first half of the season, and the second half of the season they're gonna shake it up and they're gonna give her an apple. And if it doesn't happen, I would be so surprised. I guarantee we're gonna see Elise with an apple. So we just gotta wait and see. This is gonna be the longest 2 weeks of my life. So with that being said, that's it for me. No more reviews until July. Oh God. I'm telling you, everything was starting to get juicy, and now just feel like the air has been let out of my balloon. But in July, I'll be back and ready to go. Until then, make sure you get yourself subscribed to my channel. Give this video a big thumbs up and hit that bell icon to get notified when new videos are posted. And if you like these reviews, why don't you go ahead and watch the entire playlist and watch all the reviews at once? And then once we pick back up, y'all will be caught up and ready to go. All right, until then, I will review more Housewives in July. Stay safe, be good, don't be an asshole, and I'll chat with you next time. Bye, guys.